Hello everyone, I am the Cricket Freak. I hope you're enjoying these podcasts. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about the last few games in IPL, that is GT versus MI, SRH RR versus CSK, and KKR versus MI. This IPL is actually becoming more and more interesting for the fact that the teams everybody thought would perform well after the auction are actually not doing that great, and the teams that we thought were lacking on various aspects are actually doing really good. GT got their win against Mumbai. It was an interesting game. 196 for 8. Sai Sudarshan once again scored a very good knock. But MIR somehow they struggled on that day to chase that down. I thought 196 was chaseable on that ground in Ahmedabad, but somehow Rohit Sharma, the way he's starting off, has not been that great. Even in today's match against KKR, he did not start the innings well. Today was his best chance to take some time and get the team off to a flyer, but somehow he's finding it difficult to get starts for Mumbai. The other day he got out to Siraj. That was a very good delivery. Today, the one that Harshit Rana bowled first, that was a really good ball, but the ball that he got out to was not one of the best balls. So he could have played a little longer today. His role is going to be very important for Mumbai because Ryan Rickelton got off to a great start today. Ryan Rickelton also showed a lot of promise. Amazing how he played today, his pull shots and everything. After that over against actually against both Spencer Johnson and Harshit Rana, those first 2 overs were very good. The ball was swinging all over, and Ryan Rickelton was finding it really hard to time the ball. But once the swing was gone, he found his timing and he played really well today. So if Rohit Sharma can also contribute to the starts, I feel Mumbai Indians is a very tough team to beat this time. Especially the batting is amazing, and once Bumrah comes back, we saw what they can do at home today with Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar, Hardik Pandya, Vignesh Puttur. It's such a good bowling lineup. Also, we found Ashwini Kumar, the 23-year-old guy from Mohali, left arm bowler. He has done extremely well today, although he was not that great with fielding, but extremely good bowling. Another great scouting by Mumbai Indians. Great find. So as a bowling unit, they look terrific. As a batting unit, there's a lot of depth in that batting. Tilak Verma bats at 5. So Mumbai is a team to beat, but it's sad that they lost the first 2 games, especially the one against Gujarat. Of course, Gujarat's bowling was amazing. Gujarat, the bowlers kept on coming. This Prasidh Krishna, who came in the middle overs, with Rabada and Siraj opening the bowling, terrific spells. Rashid Khan just bowled 2 overs. That tells you the depth of bowling that Gujarat has this time. Sai Kishore was once again very precise and amazing. But yeah, that was an interesting game. Could have gone to the wire, but it's just the approach with which Mumbai batted. It was weird how Hardik Pandya also at the end was just trying to take the game deep. But I don't know if in the new age T20 cricket approach, taking game that deep works that much. Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Delhi Capitals in Visakhapatnam. One more game that could have actually been really interesting, but Sunrisers Hyderabad again are, I don't know what they are actually struggling with. I think it's the approach again. I've heard Michael Vaughan say in one of the cricket shows that he's yet to see a team win a tournament by playing only one way. And I feel Sunrisers Hyderabad, their aggressive approach, it worked last time around, but I think with the amount of data that's available and the amount of video analytics and everything that's coming into picture. Other teams are probably I'm I might be just jumping off the gun a little too early, but I feel that teams are figuring out how Sunrisers Hyderabad bat, and pretty much like baseball, how it started. People were very scared of how England was playing Test cricket, but now it has almost they're just decimated by other teams now, even at their home and away and everywhere else. So I don't know if the aggressive approach makes that much sense. I understand that Travis said Abhishek Sharma and a few other batters can play that way, but somebody like a Nitish Reddy or Klassen who's extremely experienced can just stay back for a bit and try and understand the conditions. And I'm not asking anyone to play an anchor role, but probably understanding the situation when the wickets fall too early. I feel like one of the batters has to stay back and make sure that their team gets to the line. But yesterday again they were just going too aggressively, and the way Stark got those wickets, Stark definitely bowled really well, but I don't know if all those deliveries were that good to get those wickets. But SRH was playing way too aggressively. But the good part about that game was how well young Aniket Verma had played. Again, he's a very very good find, and his shots were very very clean. The way he played Akshar Patel, that straight six of him, he almost came forward to sort of play a flick shot or something like that, but he just hit that straight, and that shot was really really clean and very good hitting. But again, even with the bowling, I'm not sure SRH has not quite found the right combination to bowl. Yesterday, they found a new leg spinner in Zishan Ansari, who has bowled really well, and they might pick him over Zampa at least for the next few games because of the promise that he has shown. In that case, I don't know. I'm still trying to understand what SRH is trying to do with their batting. The amount of firepower that SRH has, they can very easily score 200s, but if they can be a little more aware of the conditions and play accordingly, I think it'll make a lot more sense. But again, I don't want to say things too early because it's just the start of the tournament, so I'm sure SRH will find a way to come back because they have a great leadership group in Cummins, Klassen, and even their coach Dan Vettori. They're all really experienced and they understand T20 cricket better than all of us, of course. So it'll be interesting to see what SRH is going to do next. They're going to be playing Kolkata in Kolkata, and Kolkata also will be, they'll come back home wounded because this loss against Mumbai is a huge loss for them. They also got all out for 116, which is like the least score so far in this tournament. So it's gonna be fun. That game is gonna be fun for sure because last time around also when they played in Kolkata, the match went to the wire, and remember how Harshit Rana got class in he hit the ball to third man. So this game is gonna be interesting. Coming to RR versus CSK, that was my most interesting game, probably the best of this season after the Ashutosh Sharma finish one, because this game looked like there were too many parts in the game. The way RR started off, the way Nitish took off, and he played an amazing innings, and it looked like RR was off to a flyer, and they were probably getting to 210, 220 easily, and then how in the back end of the innings, how CSK brought it back, and how RR could only score 182. 182, although was a good score on that track, but considering how they started, I feel like 182 is RR must be very disappointed with how they finished. But how CSK started again, it was a very interesting start for me. CSK made a few changes. A couple of them they let go of Deepak Huda and got in Vijay Shankar. I was surprised, to be honest, by how quickly CSK has changed the side in the tournament. I also said it in my last podcast that I don't think CSK will change the squad too quickly because they trust their players and mostly give them all the games. But it's quite clear that CSK are in a panic mode after that loss against RCB, because that loss was a very, very big one. And we also saw a few statements from Fleming which were not so Fleming kind of statements. He's usually very cool and doesn't talk in haste, but on that day in that press conference, we heard a few statements from him which were not very Fleming type, if I can say so. So anyway, they made a couple of changes. They got in Jamie Overton, who's a very good batter, much better than Sam Curran. And with his bowling, I'm not sure, because Sam Curran can also bowl in the death, and he's a pretty good and experienced death bowler, especially in IPL, because he's played for quite long now. But anyway, coming back to the power play batting of CSK, again, I'm not understanding what Rahul Tripathi is trying to do. And that first over from Jofra Archer, which was a maiden, Rachin Ravindra against swing, has always been a problem in the IPL in the shorter format. And yesterday he got out to Jofra Archer. He bowled really well. Jofra Archer, 3 overs, 13 for 1. That was such a good contribution from him. But again, even the middle order again, Vijay Shankar and all the other players didn't quite contribute much to the side. The only good contribution was again from Ruturaj Gaikwad. It looks like Ruturaj alone is trying to take this team forward, and there's not much contribution from the others. Bowling, of course, Noor has done really well yesterday again, and even Patirana has bowled well, which is a good thing. But with respect to the batting, again, it looks very weak. Shivam Dube, 16 of 10. Vijay Shankar, 9 of 6. Jadeja's innings, didn't quite understand. 32 of 22. When you're coming out to bat at number 6, maybe that's not the approach. One good thing is that Dhoni finally decided to come above Overton and Ashwin. But again, under pressure, I don't know if Dhoni did what the team wanted him to do. He, in a very typical Dhoni style, he took the game deep, as deep as possible, 20 runs to win of the last over. But again, I don't know if Dhoni still has it in him to finish 20 runs in an over. So that was again a little bit of confusion for me. But Dhoni is again a very, very experienced player, so you don't know if maybe on his day he can still finish the games. But taking the game that deep yesterday on that occasion for me was maybe not the right decision, because again, Jamie Overton, who was playing his first IPL game, if he comes under that much pressure, although he did well enough to get to 11 of 4, but even Ravindra Jadeja needs to step up and play at a faster strike rate than that. When the team needed 12 runs per over for the last 5 overs, I thought it was pretty much chaseable. But I don't know. I'm still trying to understand what CSK can do from here to get better. They just need their top order to fire and fire big. If Tripathi, Ravindra, Shivam Dube, if they don't score at a faster strike rate, CSK is going to find it really difficult in this season. Again, Riyan Parag, congratulations to him for his first win as a captain, and that too at home must have felt really special. But again, I did not understand why he did not bowl Jofra Archer in the death, and if he had decided to not bowl him in the death, he could as well give him that last over after the power play. He could have gotten Ruturaj out, or maybe like something like that, because Jofra looked in a very, very good form, and when a bowler of that stature is 3 overs 13 for 1, you expect him to finish his spell. Hasaranga bowled really well, but Tikshana was not quite up to the mark. I mean, didn't get many wickets. Very brave of Riyan Parag to have trusted Tushar and Sandeep for those last couple of overs. Tushar went for a few. Even Sandeep did, but I must say he bowled really well under pressure. When 20 runs are needed of the last over, and when you're bowling to Dhoni, it's not gonna be easy. So well done, Rajasthan, on the win. They got their first win of the tournament, and so did Mumbai. They got their first win of the tournament too. For the potential that Mumbai has, I must say it's a little too late for them to get off the mark, but better late than never. They got a really big win. They chased 116 in 13 overs, which is a big win for them. And Ryan Rickelton played a very good innings, 62 of 41 at 150. Surya Kumar Yadav just finished it off in his style. Those two sixes of Russell to find like those scoop shots, very Surya Kumar Yadav like. Well done Mumbai on their first win. I think the table is now getting interesting. Mumbai just jumped from 10th position to 6th position in one game. Their net run rate a very very big boost to them. It'll be interesting to see how KKR got to the last position now. So KKR will definitely try and win their next game against Sunrisers, and Sunrisers also are coming off two losses. This tournament is now turning interesting. It'll be next week. It's gonna be lots of fun. So looking forward to the matches, and looking forward to talking to you all on this podcast. Thank you.